Sorry, people. Sorry for intruding on your privacy.
Join us for the ride of a lifetime.
Let's watch an idiot try to ride a motorcycle. Some guy rides.
Dudes, I think YouTube time has gotten so messed up. I don't even know what year it is for you. For me, let's just catch up. So, here's our insane calendar, by the way. September was our Asia trip. Smoky Mountain 500 was right here. And now we're at October 19th. It's a Thursday, and I sort of finished my work. It's about 9:10. I've gotten as much done as I care to get done. So I'm thinking about taking off, and we're actually meeting John, his wife Libby, Johnny Powell, and our friends Dan and Joelle, just old friends in every way from way back when we lived in Columbia. During the band days, Dan was a musician in a bunch of bands, so was Johnny Powell. And actually, Johnny Powell's wife, Libby, we were in a band together called McGilligan's Pool.
Small hands and a delicate face does not make an angel in this place.
She's got a great voice, but she doesn't like to sing in front of people. My wife and Joelle were never in bands, but we were all in the same group. Anyway, we're meeting in Blowing Rock, and this is the annual Gen Fest, so it's kind of like an excuse to get together for her birthday, which was back in September, but whatever. So that kind of starts tomorrow, although we're going to meet my daughter tonight in Boone for for dinner. And so I don't have a plan really, but I do have like tracks that I'm taking. And so Asheville's over here somewhere, and Blowing Rock is right there, Boone is right there. And my plan is, this is like Globe, Mortimer, beautiful mountains, Grandfather Mountains over here somewhere, and it's just gorgeous and crazy and remote feeling. And there's a bunch of these that I've done that I'm not doing again. Like this road right here is awesome. That's Maple Sally. But I've done it too many times. So I'm trying to like get off into some other stuff that I haven't done. Although I know when I get there, I'll be like, oh, I've been here before. But I'm also gonna, because I have some time, I'm gonna try to take some offshoots. Like I don't think I've ever been up here. I'd like to go there. There's this mysterious road here that you can't really get to, I don't think, but I'm going to try anyway, because it goes all up in here, and it looks nutty. And then there's this other road I heard about called Reynolds, and it goes up in here, and I'm pretty sure it's closed, but I'm going to go check it out anyway. And so that's the plan for the day. Just goof off, and then I'll end up in Blowing Rock, and then we'll hang out with our friends for the weekend. That took me forever, and let's see which way it's trying to take me. I'm guessing 40, right? Yes. Why does it take so long, dudes? I'd like to blame the filming equipment setup, but it's that doesn't take that long. It's just, I don't know what it is. I got some layers happening. I got my gloves that I took to the desert. And but I think it's gonna warm up. It's pretty cold right now. I don't know how many degrees it is. Probably 50 or so, but I think it's gonna get up to 60, 65, depending on elevation. and I'm psyched for a chill, no goals, nowhere to be. All I have to do is be in Boone by 6 p.m. for dinner with my wife and daughter. That's a good place to be. See, there's one of those guys. Remember, we've talked about them before. I forget what it's called now. The dirty diesel dudes. Just why? Why, man? I have an idea why. I'm pretty sure I know why. Anyway, what's been new? My last big ride was the Smoky Mountain 500, which wasn't that long ago, a few weeks. And I fixed the exhaust, which wasn't that fun because that tape that I bought, I did what I guess it's supposed to do, which is melt all in there and sort of seal everything up. So it wasn't fun to get out, and I replaced the seal, and I emailed Delvik. Is it Delvik? Whoever makes the exhaust. And I'm like, is this a thing that happens? And they're like, no, you're the first one who's ever had this problem. So obviously, it could have been one of two things. One, I didn't tighten it down enough, which I know I did. So it's not that. And I even used Loctite. Or I forgot to put the exhaust sealant on the gasket, or whatever you call it, the seal, the little sleeve that's on the pipe that you fit the exhaust over. And that's quite possible. So I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't have just slipped out like that. That was weird, but whatever. I told him I'm sure it's my fault, and so can I order these two parts, the seal thing, the sleeve, and the bolt, because I when I was fixing it, I think I might have tightened it down too much and stripped it. And they're like, yeah, no problem, man. You don't have to buy it. We'll just send it to you. So, I mean, companies like that it's just nice. I mean, I wouldn't have mind paying the $5 or whatever it would have been for those little parts, but it's just cool. Makes you like a company. So know that. Got off the highway. It took, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour to get here. I'm in Morganton, and I just got some gas, switched gloves because it's already getting warm. Probably gonna have to lose some layers here in a second, and sort of headed up the west side of Linville Gorge. Should be nice today, man. I might get lucky with the leaves. They're starting to turn down here and at the upper elevations. I bet they're pretty good right now. We'll find out. So, dudes, the deciding to do the Smoky Mountain 500 again was like I was very torn about it because I don't know, man. I just would rather do something new, and I don't know why, and now I do know why. It's because what I love is not knowing what's around the corner, not knowing if it's going to be dirt, not knowing if it's going to be slab, not knowing if it's going to be impossible for me, not knowing how remote it's going to be, not knowing anything about anything. That's what I like the most about motorcycle riding. Can you see Table Rock Mountain way out there? And yes, the Smoky Mountain 500 is an amazing, amazing route. Andy, the guy who made it, is, I mean, it's just great. It's great. He's in the Sam pantheon of great route creators. And it was beautiful. I mean, I loved it. It was great. But it's like, oh yeah, I remember this tree or whatever. Yeah, I remember this. Or, you know, Whit Road. Yeah, I remember this. I mean, it's still fun. It's still you know, I still got nervous and all that, but it's just not the same. It's not the same as being somewhere and you just have no idea what's coming. And so there you go. I would much rather just do something new, and that's getting more and more impossible where I live because I've ridden a lot here, and that's kind of a bummer. I mean, there's been so many times when I'll be like, all right, I'm just gonna go wander, and I'll wander, and for a minute I'll be like, oh, I've never been here before. And sometimes that's true, but then a couple miles later I'm like, oh man, I remember that mailbox. I don't know why it bums me out so much, but there you go. The sun is out, it's a little chilly, it's a beautiful fall day. I'm hoping that the leaves are beautiful, and I don't know what to say other than Howdy ho! Good one. That was a good one. Future Ange. That had to be top. That had to be top tier. What do I get? Do I get a certificate? Right. Now, will I have been on this road before? Quite likely, but maybe not. Let's find out. Dirt. Looks familiar. It does. It does look familiar. That's okay. It's all right. Oh my gosh. Dudes, I'm on a motorcycle in the fall. Leaves are falling onto the ground. It is, this is prime. This is prime living right here. Well, there's the end of the dirt. That was awesome. Here's some more dirt. I'm trying to think of what else is new. I mean, I just talked to you a couple weeks ago. Oh, I'm working on this will be long over with by the time you see this, but BDR organization has a Keep It Under 100 film festival thing, and it's just keep it under 100 seconds and make a little film about the BDR or something that's BDR related, which I have done, and I just put it out for members. I don't know if I never mentioned this, but there is a membership aspect to the my YouTube channel, and several extremely cool people have become members, and it's basically just a way to show support and help me cover the cost of some of these rides and the filming and all that stuff. Anyway, it's really cool, and I really appreciate those of you who do it. It's very nice of you. I appreciate it. But anyway, I put out the version that I'm working on to them, and I use the Sam Elliott voice from the first episode of The Tat, if you remember that. And I thought it was funny, but a couple of people were like, maybe try it with your regular voice. So I did. I re-recorded it and used just my regular speaking voice, and I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like it as much. So I'm still getting feedback. Johnny Powell was like, no, you got to use the Sam Elliott voice, and Tat Steve said the same thing. They're like, it doesn't sound right with your regular voice, and I think I agree. But I'm trying to give it a full mulling over. Not that any of it is that important, but you know, I'm excited to see what people think of it in the BDR community, because it's I haven't seen one quite like it in their past film festivals. You know, it's about how small bikes can be just as fun as anything else, kind of. And it's also about how you better get out there and do it while you can, because we're all gonna die. I think a lot of people think of that as being a depressing thing to think about all the time, but it's not. It's important to think that all the time. I've been thinking about it since I was a little kid, because it's amazing. What? You mean I'm just gonna not exist anymore? Really? Yeah. Okay. Well then, I better make a list of things I need to do. Why else would you do anything if you weren't ever gonna die? Anyway, it's beautiful. Look up there, the trees are kind of turning. Even down here, it's looking nice. Oh my God, I love North Carolina. I love it. I'm so glad we moved here. We all went to Wilmington to visit my youngest daughter. She turned 20, which is a big thing for Team Gianni. We got no more teenagers. Everybody's a freaking adult. It's kind of I think I go this way. Again, I don't have to follow this track, so I need to remember that. If I see something cool, I need to take it. But anyway, her turning 20 is a big blow to Team Gianni, and she's the kind of person who she would have liked to stay a kid her whole life. She really enjoyed her childhood, and it kind of makes her sad to be becoming an adult, which is the exact opposite of the other one. The other one can't wait to be an adult, or couldn't wait. It's just weird how same exact upbringing can give you completely different results. Private road. Okay, I'll respect that. No access to Table Rock. I'll respect that. So anyway, I can't remember what I was talking about. It was something that had to do with something. I don't know what it was. I was talking about dying, right? And it was something that we all talked about together when we went out to this cool place for dinner. Which, if you're in Wilmington, there's this weird Thai / private drive. Is I missed something. It's called Indochine, and it's the weirdest place. And you have to go there at like 4:30 in the afternoon, and there'll already be a line across the parking lot. And was that private road the one that I wanted to take? I think it was. But it's really a weird place, and it's really good. Who says this is a private road? Let me read these signs carefully. Dead end, fine. No bikes. Sheriff's Department. Subject to arrest. That looks like a bullshit sign to me. But if it is a dead end, I think this is full of shit right here. I still might respect it, but I think it's full of shit. The dead end sign looks real. Checking. I don't know, this says it goes through. private road sign certainly looks like bullshit. I'm gonna say I was going to look at the house, Russ Real Estate, right? I'm sorry, I really do respect your private property if it's actually private property. But so many times people just post these signs because they don't like people on their public road. And to that, I say fuck you. So if you see some buckshot headed at my camera, you will know that I have made the incorrect choice. Posted on either side of the road, that I understand. That I understand. But I'm sorry, you cannot just throw up signs on a public road like that. I'm sorry. I am kind of scared though. Quite a nice view of Table Rock right there. Wow. Okay, so it is a dead end. Now I know. Alright, so now how do I get where I want to be? Okay. Future Ange, call the sheriff in wherever this is. This is Sisk Street. Oh, that's, or maybe that's Sisk Street. Anyway, you'll be able to figure it out. And find out if that's actually, if it's bullshit or what. Anyway, it was worth going down there just for the view of Table Rock. That was nice. And sorry, people. Sorry for intruding on your privacy. I want to know what the rules really are. It's like, if my tax money built that road, then I'm allowed on it. If it's truly a private road, then I'm not allowed on it. But usually with those roads, there's a sign and a little piece of yellow that says private that's put up by the city or the state or whatever, whoever does that. And so you know it's legit. But when I see signs like that look like someone went down to the print shop and had them made, I don't know. It just makes me want to go down them more when I see stuff like that. Also, another thing that annoys me is the beware of dog signs. They're always bullshit. Always. At least I hope they always are. Someday they're not gonna be bullshit, but I don't know why people would think that would stop you from doing anything. Beware of dog. I mean, I don't like mean dogs very much, but what do you expect people are gonna do? Turn around on your road? Please. Beware of motorcycle. How about that? Alright, so Brown Mountain Road is up here. That I've been on for sure. 181 winds around, which I've been on. I don't know. I guess I'll try this. Table Rock Road. Oh, I think I've been on this because we've gone hiking out here. Not on a motorcycle though, but I've been out here on in the minivan. My other adventure vehicle. No outlet. Fine. I don't care today. No outlet is fine with me. I don't think it's true though. I wonder what that sanctuary was at the end of that road. Man, there's some rich people doing some rich people stuff out here. Table Rock. Yeah, I think me and the two girls came out here on the way to Boone when we were dropping Marcella off for like her second semester, or no, couldn't have been second semester because of COVID. I forget what it was. Anyway, we were dropping her off at school and we decided to come out here first, and it was beautiful. And we hiked up to Table Rock, or somewhere. Was it Table Rock? I think it was. And it was really gorgeous. And not that hard of a hike either. Why haven't we been there again? I don't know. Okay, I just turned off. Oh, I thought maybe this was going to go somewhere, but no dice. It used to. Rose Creek Road. I don't know if you remember, a long time ago I did a ride down by Lake James and found that road and stopped and talked to those old guys. And there was the road that used to come all the way up the east side of Linville Gorge that started near their house, but it was gated. But I bet one of these roads is where that connected. It's pretty epic back in here, man. I'll bite. Another camping spot. I don't see a way to turn around if this gets not good. But let me just see. I'm positive it doesn't go anywhere, but nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I thought about it, but I'm not doing it. I'm gonna have enough trouble getting out of here. Oh. I know what you're saying. I should have done it. I should have walked down there and just seen what happened around the corner. But alas, I did not. I mean, if you looked up in there and saw a dude with a bow and arrow, I mean, it wouldn't be surprising, would it? I don't mean like just a dude. I mean like a Native American dude. Before my sister got that 23andMe, that damn 23andMe test, I used to think that I loved North Carolina because of my Cherokee heritage that I used to think I had, that I was told I had since I was a little tiny kid. Because especially back in the mountains, I really do feel something like that it's home. But nope, not one little bit of Cherokee in me. Thanks a lot, my sister, for that gift of 23andMe. I really appreciate that. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but one thing that is fairly verified, there are a few other things in my family history that I'm not so sure about. One of them is that we are related to the guy who wrote the words to Silent Night. I think that's fairly verified, but I'm not sure. But the one that I'm pretty sure is true is that we're related to Ambrose Bierce, who was a writer in the, I don't know, when was that? Late 1800s, early 1900s? I'm not sure. He was sort of a contemporary of Mark Twain. But he was a humorist, I guess. His most famous book is The Devil's Dictionary. But he also, I think I've talked about this before, but he also wrote this story called Occurrence at Owl Creek, which got turned into a Twilight Zone episode, which you can see. But when I was a little, I can't remember when I like started writing stuff, but one of the first things I wrote was this fairly twisted short story. And I think I had known that we were related to this guy, Ambrose Bierce, before that. But after I wrote that, my mom was like, well, you need to read some of this stuff because this is where it's coming from. And I did, and I really like, he's an interesting dude. And anyway, I know I've talked about this before. I feel like I might have talked about this on the Tap. But anyway, that's a good one. I'd be proud to be an ancestor of Ambrose Bierce. Not sure how I got there. Oh, I was talking about my ex-Cherokee heritage. Oh, I'm so pissed about that. I'm editing the West Virginia series, the Tour de Coalfield. Number one, I don't know what episode I'm on, like 12 or something, and there'll probably be a couple more. I bet it'll end up with 14 episodes. And I'm just trying to figure out how I can have 14 episodes on what was truly like 2.5 day trip. Maybe 3 days. You know? But a lot happened. I like the shorter videos, I think. Oh man, I don't know what to say about these woods back here, other than that they're cool. But I think I tried the shorter length, number one, to see if it did anything for the algorithm, and it didn't do one thing for the algorithm. It made no difference. But I think I kind of like it better a little bit. The thing is, you guys don't watch more than, well, most of you don't watch more than 13 minutes, no matter what. No matter how long it is, if it's an hour, if it's 15 minutes, there's like a weird drop off at 13 to 15 minutes. And then there's a nice healthy percentage that watches the whole thing. Those are my people. Those are my people. I don't know. I give up trying to figure out the YouTube thing. And the new channel, our exit strategy, we have not put out a video yet because I'm still kind of trying to think about how to do it and what we want to do in what order. And but it's already got 105 subscribers with no content. Check that out. Okay, what are these dudes doing? Where does that go? Is that the road I want? Wait. Is that the road I want? Table Rock picnic area. Okay, this is where we parked, I think. Should I just go out here? What's the deal? What's the deal? I think this is an out and back. Is it? Is it? Let me regroup here. So see, that's the road. That's the private road. So you know what? Yes, let's go out here. Let's just go out here. I want to see if that private road actually does connect and how far down it you can go from this end. You know what I mean? This might be a mistake. But it's a nice road and who cares? But see, I would never do this if I was on like a destination ride. I just wouldn't. Got to get to camp by a certain time. Blah de blah. Hey.
Hi, how's it going?
Good.
Are you just out for a spin?
Yeah, just wandering around.
This is the North Carolina Outward Bound School, and this road will just dead end.
Oh, it does?
Up there.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, people will often drive up here. If you go back down to the first tee and take a right, that'll take you up to like the Table Rock parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think, is that, so would I go down here and then go back this way, or?
It's hard for me to tell looking at that.
Yeah, I know.
Just if you pop back down to the school sign, like the first tee.
Okay.
That you pop down to, take a right, and it's just a straight shot all the way up to like the Table Rock parking lot, which is like the highest point.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Suddenly there's pavement, and we took a right on this and we're going up here, and that to the back of me is that where that private road would have come out, but it was gated on this side, kind of as expected, but it goes through somehow. bet it's very cool because it's kind of like right on the edge of the gorge. There's some darkness happening up there. I didn't expect that. I've definitely never been up here. Oh, death by view, death by view. Oh, Lordy. Linville Gorge. Well done, my friend. Well done. Check out this road, dudes. Check it out! Okay, we definitely didn't come to Table Rock. Where was it? Where was it? 1 mile hike. Gotta come up here. Top Mountain, 5, 6, Linville. So there's not going to be. Oh, yeah, there is. Look at that. Look at that. But that's a steep little hike. Hey, please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.